Well, hello from Coastal Carolina. We are out here for the second home game of the year. The Chants taking on the Duquesne Dukes, and everybody's starting to line up now. We've got a ton of people waiting to go into the stadium. Now, usually I'm one of those people out there playing tennis. Let's see if I can do my nice little trick, maybe? Oh, there we go. The Chants this weekend are walking into a matchup that on paper looks pretty even. San Jose State and Coastal Carolina both 7-5 to end the regular season. Grayson McCall, he still wasn't able to start tonight. He was on the sidelines in street clothes. And then his backup QB, Jarrett Guest, who played last week to start against Marshall, he didn't play at all tonight. He didn't even have a helmet on the sideline. Let's take a look at who's not here anymore, and I brought some visuals. All right, we have Grayson McCall. Hopefully you can see my nice little drawing of him. He's gone. He's no longer here. He transferred to NC State. Out of those teams, you've played 4 out of the 5 already. The only one you haven't played is Ark State. I was just talking to Coach Ellis about this. For you, what's it like prepping for those games with teams you've already played versus Ark State, which will be new? Latta going into tonight undefeated, 4-0 on the season, and the Vikings are really taking this game seriously, especially after losing to Johnsonville last year. And these are both very physical teams. That's something that they have in common, but something different about these two teams was their week 0.
What's it like competing against your brother? Is it just the normal, or is there an extra element this week?
The South Florence Bruins stepped into Oliver C. Dawson Stadium today after, get this, they hadn't lost a game since November 5th of 2021. Right now the Chants up 13-0. We've had 2 grand slams on the day so far, and I'm sure you'll probably hear more cheering as I keep talking. Out of their 16 points, 9 of those were field goals, so Coastal was really able to push them back, keep them out of the end zone. And Coastal's offense the second half really stuck out there too. They really started to click. The final score between the Red Foxes and the Bruins has been by just 1 touchdown for the past 4 years in a row.
So this dip is called a guitar, and then she's going to go straight into a princess dip. Classic one on stage from our dancer, Ray.
There you go. The kids are out here. They're learning from the pros themselves. We have 4 PGA Tour players out here. They've given the kids some kind of insight on how they got into this, what they did to practice growing up, and now they're giving the kids tips on how they can get better at this. Something we've heard from players also is just not overthinking it and not overexerting yourself out there. Conserve your energy is something really that Trace Crow is focusing on.
Oh yes, this is Dave's best Vanna White. Wow, that's really good. That's really.
Oh, wait,
it's
no, you
something.
have to tap the letter?
Oh, you have to tap it and then you show it. Yeah, I don't think we'll get that job. I think we'll stick with sportscasting. They had already secured their bowl. They were 7-3 overall, and even that huge comeback against Old Dominion a couple weeks ago. So definitely some really high expectations heading into the game against Army.
Shoulder moves down as you swing back. There we go. Beautiful.
Whoa!
So we had the ball go in the air.
It went in the air. It went straight too.
It went straight in the air.
Wow.
Nice.
That felt so cool.
We call that crispy.
Crispy. That felt crispy. Many schools struggle to keep their best student athletes for all 4 years. Now Coastal Carolina is the first school in the Sun Belt to hire someone dedicated specifically to name, image, likeness, or NIL, to try to keep those students here their entire athletic career. NIL has definitely had a very complicated past since the NCAA talked about it back in 2021. But NIL is name, image, likeness. It basically means that student athletes are able to monetize off of those things. Clearly, I am ready for football season, but also I am dreading the end of basketball season. So let's take a look at what we've got right now. These games just finished up tonight. Of course, NC State and Purdue taking the win there. The Florence Rodeo and Stampede is in town this weekend, but before the public can take out their tickets and attend the event, over 1,000 kids with special needs got a private show today. This camp is meant for kids of any skill level, but it's especially geared toward those who have special or adaptive needs, such as being in a wheelchair. And the folks who run the camp are hoping that it'll be a real hole-in-one.
They look like they're having the time of their life. They raise up their sign. Everybody listens to them. That's what he was telling me. He hasn't had anybody go against the Hush Y'all sign yet.
The Legacy 14 Collective is unique because it's one of the only ones in the country dedicated solely to baseball. And now the collective is encouraging fans and local businesses to donate and partner with Coastal baseball players. Well, we've got a ton of people out here. Like I said, we've even got a lovely little cheerleader getting all excited for the game. Kickoff happening pretty soon at 7:30. You want to say go Shots?
Go Shot!
Perfect. That was amazing. All right, guys, kickoff at 7:30. We'll have highlights later on tonight at 11. Reporting in Coastal Carolina, Teagan Brown, WMBF Sports.